What is up, everybody? We are back. It's officially been a couple hours since UFC Fight Night, Emmett versus Topuria, and now here we're gonna go over the results. I did a preview, and now we're gonna do a post show. So I think it was an amazing card. The fans turned up. It was a packed place, especially for a fight night. Like, it was full, but a lot of great performances. But who impressed me the most, who surprised me, and everything in between? Let's find out. Alright, we're gonna start off with the very first fight that I predicted. So pretty much starting from the main card, Brendan Allen versus Bruno Silva. I picked Brendan Allen to win by second round submission. He did it in the first, so yeah, we was able to get him down and then submit him on the ground. Really, just kind of a dominant performance. Almost doubled him up in total strikes. Significant strikes, I guess, was a bit closer. Knocked him down. It really was not a close fight. Brendan Allen, he was the favorite coming in, and he submit him just like I predicted. Great win for Brendan Allen. I don't believe he's ranked, but perhaps this gets him into the rankings. I'm not sure. Maybe. Alright. Next one, we got David Onama versus Gabriel Santos. So it turns out, I didn't see the odds yesterday. So I thought Santos was the underdog and I picked him. Turns out he was a favorite. I probably wouldn't have gone with him had he not been the underdog. I just wanted to pick a few underdogs in there. But boy, was I wrong about this one. Yeah, this one kind of stings. I predicted, I believe, Santos by decision. Onama sparked him in the second round, landed a great shot, followed him up on the ground. Just amazing boxing by Onama. Honestly, the actual striking was close, and Santos did get 2 takedowns in. But yeah, beautiful shot landed by Onama. And yeah, lights out for Gabriel Santos. I believe this one earned one of the performance of the nights. Yeah, honestly, Onama deserves it. And then the celebration that followed, I believe it was a tribute to Adesanya, because like he did the arrows. I believe that was a tribute to Adesanya. But yeah, performance of the night, bonus goes to him. 100% deserves it. Great finish by David Onama. Honestly, he kind of reminds me of the next Joaquin Buckley, just a guy with a lot of power. He is a featherweight though, and he carries that kind of power at a pretty low weight class, which should be very interesting to see who he fights next. There's a lot of guys at featherweight that would want to fight him, but we'll see what the future holds for David Onama. Moving on, this one kind of stung. Austin Wayne versus Justin Tafa. Really, not much happened. 30 seconds in, the eye poke. Super unfortunate. I picked Tafa to win. Do I think he would have won? I mean, I think he would have. Only 30 seconds showed us anything, which... it's so unfortunate. It was a pretty bad eye poke. It was ruled a no contest. I know some people were saying perhaps it should be a DQ. Honestly, it didn't look extremely intentional to me when your fingers are spread like this and it went into both of his eyes. Maybe that's a DQ. I honestly don't know, but nah, I think a no contest is fair. But again, really unfortunate. I wanted to see Justin Tafa fight because he's such an entertaining fighter. His fight with Hunsucker on 284 was a very entertaining fight. I wanted to see what else he could bring to the table. He was even the slight betting favorite here. Yeah, would have really liked to see more, but maybe they run it back in a rematch. Next up, this one. This is the one that I'm most proud of, because if you look, yeah, it was Amanda Ribas that was the favorite, and the Macy Barber was the underdog, and I picked Macy Barber to win. I don't remember what the method was that I picked her to win by, but I remember I did pick the underdog in this one, and I got it correct. Wonderful, wonderful KO. Honestly, did not expect that from Macy Barber. You know, coming in, a lot of people were saying, oh, she's been on the right side of a lot of close decisions, some robberies perhaps, but all those doubters really shut down by that win, and she beat a higher ranked opponent. If I'm not mistaken, Ribas was ranked higher than her. It doesn't show the rankings here, but we'll look after we go through all the fights. Yeah, performance of the night, very well deserved. That was a great finish by Macy Barber. Before that, still dominating in terms of the strikes. The takedowns weren't really on her side, but those takedowns didn't really seem to help Amanda Ribas, because Barber, she landed those shots, she got the fight down to the ground and finished it with some ground and pound. You could see Ribas was trying to hold on to her legs, perhaps. Maybe you could call it, I wouldn't say an early stoppage, but you could tell she was still thinking, but I think it was a good decision for the ref to stop it right there. Wonderful win by Barber, and perhaps a new contender at flyweight. You know, the current champion is Alexa Grasso, who I believe Barber has lost to Grasso before. I could check. Yeah, she lost to Alexa Grasso. It was by decision. So you never know. I don't think they run it back just yet. But I think what might happen is she might fight a higher contender. Perhaps go for someone like Jessica Andrade. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit of a reach. Or just someone up higher. You could tell the UFC is trying to push her as a star. But I think another fight or two, and she might be ready for a title shot. Great performance, and I'm excited to see what happens with her in the future. And let's move on to the main event. The fight of the night. Josh Emmett versus Ilia Topuria. I expected Topuria to finish him early, but goddamn does Josh Emmett have a chin on him. The amount of strikes he took, all that damage, his face after. Great heart shown by Josh Emmett. I did not expect him to last all 5 rounds, but he did. The knockdown, the takedowns, everything was just on Topuria's side. But Emmett persevered. And there's a lot of things that you can criticize him for. You can't criticize his heart and his passion, because he did not quit in there one bit. The doctor, you know, his team, they were looking at it. I believe the doctor asked, do you want to continue? He's like, hell yeah. Or I don't know. I can't remember what he said, but he wanted to fight. And it's unfortunate because he is a veteran and he's just fought 2 hungry lions in Rodriguez and then Topuria. Rodriguez is now going to challenge for the title at UFC 290, and then Topuria is likely the next challenger after this. So it's unfortunate to see that the 2 big opportunities that Josh Emmett does get, it's against 2 young guys who just ran through him. But yeah, multiple 10-8 rounds for Topuria. I believe one of the judges gave him a 10-7. It was like a 50-42 was one of them. The other one had like a 50-43 or 50-44. And one of them had a 49-45, which I kind of don't get. But nonetheless, Ilia Topuria, phenomenal performance. He surprised me. Like, I know I predicted him to win in the first round, which seemingly you can't get any better than that. Even still, he did better than expected. The way he kept up that pace. Yeah, you could say he slowed down a bit, but he maintained pressure and he continued battering Emmett. And I gotta say, his best performance to date. I believe he did better in this fight than the Bryce Mitchell fight. Even though the Mitchell fight, he submitted him. But he's now got a decent streak here at featherweight. He's undefeated. Is he the next title challenger? I I think he is. Think about it. He beat number 5 contender Josh Emmett, so he's at least at number 5. And which guys are above him? Well, Yair, Max Holloway, who else? I was about to say Brendan Allen. Arnold Allen. And who's the 4th? Is it Ortega? It's not Qatar, I don't think. Let's see the rankings. Yeah, the rankings are definitely going to be influenced there. Yeah, Ortega. That's it. So the two fights that are really, the two divisions rather, that are really going to be influenced by this card is the featherweight division and the women's flyweight division. So, let's see. Emmett was at number 5. Topuria was at 9. So he's going to... Do we put him above both Allen? If you put him above Allen, you have to put him above Ortega. Or does he just sit there in number 5 behind both those guys? And honestly, I think Arnold Allen maybe should be number 3 instead of Ortega. Maybe they reconsider that after these rankings, but it's going to be interesting. I think Topuria is definitely the next title challenger. The Arnold train has sort of been stopped by Max Holloway. Max, he's fighting Korean Zombie, but still, I don't see him getting another title shot. Not yet, at least. Yair is obviously getting his shot. And Ortega, he's not getting another title shot for a while. Honestly, I think Ilia Topuria is the next guy. He is the new fresh blood in the featherweight division. I think he's going to be the next guy to challenge for that belt. As for the women's flyweight division, yeah, Macy Barber was number 11. Amanda Ribas number 9. So yeah, Barber's likely going to take the number 9 spot unless they want to move her up even more. But yeah, any of these fights at 125 are going to be good for her. Jennifer Mile, Lauren Murphy, Jessica Andrade, all of those fights are going to be good. I think Shevchenko, she's going to be the next challenger since she was champion for so long. I think the Grasso rematch is next. But other than that, I honestly don't see another possibility for the top of the flyweight division. I think Shevchenko gets the rematch. And then I guess we get some sort of fight between perhaps Blanchfield versus Talia Santos. We were supposed to get that fight. But then Andrade had to step in and Blanchfield beat Andrade. So perhaps that's happening next. But Macy Barber will definitely make things interesting entering the top 10. So, with that being said, I think we are going to end it here. That was my reaction to this card. Some of the title implications are on the line. Great performances by, like I said before, one more time. Great performances by Ilia Topuria, by Macy Barber, and by David Onama. Those 3 guys, really great fighters. All 3 of them. Again, the heavyweight bout, the Lane versus Tafa one, unfortunate. We'll see, perhaps they run it back. Great card, and honestly, we should have more cards like this where there's 2 fights really, the main and the co-main, that have title implications. And then just a few fun fights. That's really all we need. We had Neil Magny on the prelims. Why not? More fights in more venues. We got to get rid of the Apex. I know I'm going a bit off topic here, but the Apex needs to go. We need more fights like this, where it doesn't have to be a massive card. Just put it in a little arena. And the Jacksonville arena is definitely not little. They've had pay-per-view events before. Usman versus Masvidal, and then Volkanovski versus Korean Zombie. So just get small venues and put on events like these, and you're gonna sell out. And I think they sold out this event, even if they didn't. Arena was still full. But yeah, great event, and we only got more to come. Summer's gonna be very exciting. That's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.